Greetings, 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 greetings. Grand rising, grand rising. Wagwan. This is your brother Chief. Let's get into this build. Let me make sure I have audio on Facebook. Give me 1 second, please. This, this is your brother Chief. Let's get into. Yeah, we got audio. We got audio. We got audio. First off, man, I want to take some time to acknowledge and honor our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Especially the righteous ones. But we got to respect and acknowledge all of them. Okay. It's a rainy day out here in New York, for the most part. And I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. So uh I haven't eaten anything for the rising, as yet. I only had some coconut water. And while everybody else is gonna be feasting on whatever they prepare, I'm just gonna relax myself. I'm just gonna eat some fruits and that's pretty much that. You feel me? Roseanne Jackson L. Wagwan, what the deal is. We got Kansas City in the building. I think it's Kansas, or where you at? Kansas or Arkansas? I think it's Kansas City, I think. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give a little bit of knowledge on Thanksgiving, because we tend to kind of like lose the true essence of what Thanksgiving is. Kansas, all right, no doubt, appreciate that. Because sometimes I get Arkansas, Kansas, and I'm looking at the word. It don't look like it sound like Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole different conversation. I'm not gonna get into that. But greetings, my beloved sister. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give a little bit of clarification on Thanksgiving, and of course the reason why we are so connected to Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is actually part of our culture. But what we are taught, you know what I'm saying, Thanksgiving is, or what it have turned into, we have stepped outside the realm of what it truly was and what it is. You feel me? So I'm just going to share a little bit of information. This video is not going to be that long. Of course, I'm always saying that, but we know how it is, right? But my lineage, what we really need to do, those of us who know and are actually aware of who we are as being the original indigenous people of the land, then we need to start coming together in a sense of, to re-educate our people, not to take away things from them that they are connected to, but kind of redirect their focus, okay, or the way they do things. Because the truth of the matter is, most of what we already do is part of our culture. Even in regards to religion, we may not have called it religion, it was more spiritual based. But when you do look at the foundation of religion, it stemmed from spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like criticizing and ostracizing our people, that's a little more, I would say brainwashed, for lack of a better term, we could kind of like guide them slowly, and let them know, hey, you know what, you could still celebrate this, but this is what it meant to us, and this is what we celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to saying, well, cut out Thanksgiving completely, because Thanksgiving was part of our culture, like I said, right? So I'm just literally gonna kind of like give you a little bit of insight on what we celebrated. Okay, and it was pretty much done around the same time, midwinter. So this is nothing new. It did not come from the colonizers, be it the so-called black, nobilities that came in 1492, or the pale people who took over. It had nothing to do with them, and that's the reason why it's so hard to take that away from our people. All right, and we are not supposed to take it away from them. We are not supposed to. We are just supposed to enlighten them on what it truly means, opposed to what it became. You feel me? So, with that being said, we had our own concept of Thanksgiving, and they were festivities and we prepared ourselves for that, like in a huge way. And like I said, it was during the, the winter season. Okay. And we had different types of Thanksgiving throughout those festivities, right? And we would prepare for those things, like literally, okay, in a huge way. And Thanksgiving was actually the festivities, or the Thanksgiving, it started after the new moon. Literally about, I would say about 5 to 6 days, but 5 days after the new moon. Okay, and people would come together, assemble, whether it's families, or whether it's clans or tribes, whatever you want to call them. But a clan is pretty much a close knit group of people, be it family or people that's vibrating on the same frequency. That's called a clan. And a tribe would be a culmination of clans coming together, would create tribes, and eventually those tribes became nations. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of insight of that, you feel me? But Thanksgiving again was literally our thing, and the chiefs, the matriarchs would address the nations, the clans, the tribes, and prepare for these huge festivals. Okay, and we would even appoint, certain people, especially the young ones, all right, to take charge of a lot of those festivities. You feel what I'm saying? So here are some of the festivities that we had during the midwinter, and we called it Thanksgiving. We had the maple or the sugar making Thanksgiving. Okay, we had the raspberry Thanksgiving. We had the strawberry Thanksgiving. We had the corn planting Thanksgiving, and we had the corn horing Thanksgiving. You like, when not whole as in a hole, but horing. Okay. And we had the little festival of the green corn, the great festival of the ripe corn, and we had the complete Thanksgiving for the harvest. So once we had all those different Thanksgiving, then we had a huge festival for all the different, or the sub, put it that way, the sub Thanksgiving. Okay, it had nothing to do with meat. That whole new meat thing, and pork and turkey and all these different things, that is not our thing. That is not our thing. Okay, so Thanksgiving took a whole new identity, you feel me, with the introduction of the so-called pale Europeans introducing all this dead meat, okay, on our plates or during our festivities of Thanksgiving. The midwinter Thanksgiving, after the new moon, 5 days after the new moon, when the commencement of those festivities, okay, it was maple or sugar making Thanksgiving, raspberry Thanksgiving, strawberry Thanksgiving, the corn planting Thanksgiving, because we were preparing ourselves for the harvest, right? The corn horing Thanksgiving, the little festival of the green corn, the great festival of the ripe corn, and the complete Thanksgiving for the harvest. And that was the extent, pretty much, of that. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, we had managers appointed, and that was during the midwinter. We would celebrate those different festivities. All right. So the purpose of this video is to really encourage you, all right, not to ostracize our people who don't know, okay, or criticize our people who don't know. And then we, the ones that's doing the criticism, even we ourselves are actually ignorant of the fact, because we don't know exactly what it meant. We think Thanksgiving was just about killing our ancestors. No, it wasn't about that. That's not what it was in the first place. It all dealt with the winter solstice, okay, midwinter, when our people were preparing, okay, preparing for that long winter. And then the new year would start towards March, April, because that's when is the springtime. Everything springs from the earth. All right. So I suggest, once again, we have a little more compassion for our people, a little more love, a little more understanding. You dig? because the more we, again, we dehumanize them, making them think it's pagan, the more we are going to lose them, the more isolated we are going to become, and become strangers amongst our people for taking something or making an attempt to take something from them that's already in their soul. And the reason why it's in the soul is because it's part of the culture. It's just a misguided culture. And once again, we did not pig out the way it's being taught today. Okay? With all the different meats on the plates and all this dead food. No, that is not part of the culture. Definitely, hoodoo is our culture. Okay? That's ours. But that's a different conversation. This is strictly talking about the Thanksgiving. You feel what I'm saying? So I just wanted to kind of clarify that. And when I say I don't participate, especially I've done videos in the past, that's what I mean. I have to clarify that. I don't do the peeking out and the eating of the dead meat. I don't do none of that. However, I will go out. I will get my fruits. Okay, I will eat my fruits. I do a lot of raspberries, blackberries, grapes. You know what I'm saying? Honeydew melon. I do those things for me. That's what I eat during my Thanksgiving, and acknowledging and giving thanks to my ancestors. You feel me? And that's what I do. So I just wanted to kind of clarify that. I'm not gonna, prolong this video and make it a long video. Okay, take it for what you want, take it for a grain of salt. I'm just here to share the information with you, because a lot of us, that's actually becoming aware of a lot more information. We tend to attack others who don't share the same ideology or the truth that we're sharing. And sometimes I gotta even be honest, sometimes my delivery may feel that way, but please don't take my delivery as meaning that as an attack. No, it's just my passion. Okay. And I think we could make an attempt to differentiate between passion and an attack, because I don't call people out per se. I don't do those things. I don't attack people, but however, I'm very passionate about the truth. And so I go hard. And sometimes my tone may change. It may raise, you know what I'm saying? It may be a little bit aggressive, but that's just the fire in me. I'm a son of the sun. So expect that I'm fiery. And even more so, I'm March 23rd. So even that in itself is like a double-edged sword. The head of the the horoscope, the house, But I always have to fall back and allow the feminine energy to step in. You see what I'm saying? And show more love. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I have to do. So it's a matter of keeping that balance, keeping the balance. And when I say, bringing in that feminine energy, I've done videos on that, because we are, as men, we are supposed to, that's what we were supposed to do. Bringing in that feminine energy, have more compassion for our sisters, you know what I'm saying? Our women, edify them, uplift them, but the system confused our men into that feminine energy that stepped in, because we felt it. I felt it, but I wasn't confused to the point making me think that that energy was meant for me to become a woman or for me to start being attracted to men. No, that's not what it meant. That's not what it was supposed to be. But however, the system used it, okay, to emasculate our men. But like I said, that's a different story. That's a different video. This is strictly about the Thanksgiving and what it truly means. And we should not stop giving thanks, because that's our culture. All right. Let us slowly but surely bring back our people to what it was and what it's supposed to be. All right. We got work to do, man. We got work to do. You see, love will always, be victorious. Love will always, overcome, regardless of what the situation is. Love is always going to overcome. I'm not saying because you have love or you're compassionate, you're supposed to be weak. That's not what it means. Love is not weak. Love is the most powerful tool on this planet, or period. Now, what people choose to do with the love, that's on them. You could love so much where it transforms into hate. That's how powerful love is. You dig? So I always come on here and try to see, not try, but see other people and meet them where they're at. Okay? And I'll continue to do that. So enjoy the Thanksgiving. It doesn't necessarily have to be, that just one day. It was a complete a festival for us. And like I said, it started 5 days before the new moon, and it went on for weeks sometimes. All right. So let us get back into the culture and really embrace what's ours and not allow people to make us, alienated from what is truly ours. Let's just put it in its proper context. Okay? And last but not least, I've said this before and I'll continue to say it. This journey is an experience that's going to take you through so many different and so many emotions, right? But one of the key factors in truly getting where we got to go is reshaping the way we think, reshaping the words we use, and reshaping the things we eat. That's very, very important. And like I said before, no pun intended, you don't have to go cold turkey. However, you could make an attempt to, structure yourself where, okay, you know what? I'm a 100% meat eater. I'm going to start with a 80-20. Then I'm going to start with a 70-30. I'm going to continue with a 60-40, a 50-50, a 40-60. So basically you're cutting out the meat slowly but surely if you don't have the strength or the discernment, you know what I'm saying, to really just stop, because not everybody's that strong. And and for me personally, I haven't been eating meat for years now, right? But I would still eat fish periodically. And then I told that story, I think in one of my videos last week or the week before, right? And it's like I would be eating fish, and for some reason, after a while, I would start, like when I exhale, I would smell like some type of odor. You know what I'm saying? But and I mean, I have beautiful teeth. My breath is always clean. You know what I'm saying? So and then I laid down and I'm like, what's going on? And then it came to me, it was the fish. It's because I told myself I don't want to eat fish anymore. And then I still am eating it. Then my body is reacting to it. So I stopped. And all of a sudden, once that the last fish that I ate got out of my system, I no longer had that issue. So, if you listen to your body will tell you, your body will respond to your thoughts and the actions, or the words rather. And that's exactly what it was. So I just literally had to stop completely, okay, and not do the fish. So now it's just fruits, more fruits, a little vegetables here and there, like 2 days ago and the day before I had asparagus, and I'll be doing more greens, that type of thing. But it's strictly fruits and coconut water. I don't even drink regular water. Okay. I don't even drink regular water. And like I said before, I know it could be a little bit costly to eat that way. But even that within itself is not actually true, because I'm spending less money eating now because I eat less than when I was eating all that food. You feel me? But as a collective, we'll be able to come together and do our own thing. You see, I'm always pushing for the collective because it's a little more challenging to travel that journey by yourself, especially with the system that we're in right now. All right. So enjoy your festivities, whichever way you celebrate it. I'm just here to bring the knowledge and give you the information. And within your own mind, within your own soul, whatever resonates with you on your journey, when it's time for you to give up certain things, you will give it up. When it's time for you to embrace other things, you will embrace it. Okay? And that's it. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your 24, and we will talk soon. Don't forget to go to www.myniji.com. Check out the books, check out the clothing, check out the gear. And I'll say this, let your indigenous journey begin with my Niji. It is time for the restoration of we, the original people of the Americas.